Hi everyone, it is Lori B, Grungy Girl Journals. I am back to show you my latest journal, and the name of this journal is Antique Whispers. And the way I didn't name it, somebody on Facebook did. Thank you very much, Cindy. I don't want to say your last name. Cindy does journals as well, beautiful journals. And I had put a post on Facebook asking for suggestions because nothing was really coming to me. And normally I know what to name them right away. And for some reason, nothing was sticking. So Cindy came up with the perfect name for this, Antique Whispers. So thank you, Cindy. And that's pretty much what it's about. It's about just old things. And I've always loved old things ever since I was a child. And this was made from the cover is made from 3 women's hankies, and they had seen better days, but the edges were still good. So I just stacked them and stitched them all together, and they were too long. They were good width wise, but they were too long. So all I did was I folded each hanky to the correct size. So you can see that fold right there. So that is 3 separate hankies, and this is a piece of vintage baby christening dress. This is a lace that I tea stained. It's from Hobby Lobby. I got that a couple years ago. So this one's pretty grunched up. It is a one signature, and there are 69 buttons. Well, there are pearl buttons on here, my favorite. So rusty key, and there's a little chair and a crystal from a chandelier. That's glass. I just tied it with some ribbon. So this is a piece of a different christening dress from my friend JMH. She sent me so much, and she also sent me some rag paper, and I appreciate it so much, JMH. You are just way too generous, and I can't wait to use all of it, and really, really appreciated. And I loved this one. So this is some of my favorite wedding gown fabric. It's going to be one of those that's really sad when I don't have any more. This is just a seam, pretty edging. Very frayed though. And a cute digital. And I'll list where I got the digitals from in the description box below. Used a lot of old book pages, antique book pages throughout, as well as some neutral background digitals. And there's lots of trading cards in here as well. These are their reproductions from a digital. There's a pretty green fragile envelope, and 1945, I believe. And here is a much older French letter from 1897. Isn't that amazing? Ma chère Germaine. Have no idea what that says. And that is an original. This is a writing journal. I got a lot in here, but there is still plenty of room to write, and you can probably even add some things to it. It's a little journal. It's a mini. I mean, it's not super small, but it's a mini journal. But I could get a lot in here, and it closes very well. So I'm very happy about that. And you can bend it. I mean, it's turned out really well. Yeah. Some stenciling on packaging paper. And this is an old magazine taken from, it's from 1882. I love that illustration. Huge magazine. A ledger and postcard. Pretty greens in there, blues and greens. Broad paper. There's a flip. And it says, "You don't make mistakes, just happy accidents." And all of the backgrounds I used throughout the book are French, from a French newspaper. A good book is the precious lifeblood of a master spirit. That's a copy from an old book that I have. There's just mainly soft greens and then neutral tones throughout this book. More rag paper. And I'm going to find something to put in this pocket. I think I'm going to put in probably a book page from this book of maps. This one's from New York. Not sure yet. Depends on who buys it. But I'm going to tuck that right in there. And this is just a glassine bag. I'm going to put some postage stamps in there. Those old sewing machines that we love so much. And you can feel the type on here. A trading card. Straw paper. Sorry, I've got little bits of whatnot floating around. I'm not going to show everything. I don't want it to be too long. This is from a book called Letters to a Young Lady, and I just did some embossing on that. It's a really cute old book page. And a postcard. 1889, I think. It's hard to get rid of these things, but I want to share. I want somebody else to enjoy them as much as I have. Digital, and then this is an original. And it is from 1908, and it is for 3 dozen tea kettles. That's a big release. I love that purple pipe. Another trading card. Isn't that pretty? Tip this one in. The last of my flowers from my son. I think this is this. I have one more rose after this one. They were huge. And I just glued it down with a little piece of lace. This is very neat tissue paper. I think Jerry sent this to me and I embossed it. I really didn't think it would hold it, but it's held up. I mean, I can tell it's faded quite a bit. It's a little too soft, I guess, but it still looks really interesting. I don't know what kind of paper that is. It's very soft. Vellum. Stuck another photo in here. I, in my imagination, this is the older, this person. I didn't name her. And that's her boyfriend. And this is from the 40s or 50s. It came from a magazine. And this was an ad, and this was the top of the ad. And then this is what I cut from the bottom. And it just talks about beauty products. Helena Rubinstein, do you remember? Do you remember that? It's a little before my time, but I do recognize the name. And then this was alongside here like that. So I just cut that off. Very pretty. Doing her beauty thing. And I'm going to replace all of these paper clips. These are just too small and they were getting on my nerves. So I'm going to replace all these before I send it out. I love them. They're just getting on my nerves. It was from 1914. A pincushion. Big one. I need to make me one that big. And this is a handkerchief. All four of the corners were this design, so I still have 3 left that I can use. Really pretty hanky. This thing must weigh a ton. It's a cast iron umbrella stand, Victorian. And I love this illustration. I used her a couple years ago on a book cover. It's listed in my YouTube videos. I don't remember the name of the book. Dolly. Another old letter. This one's not as old. But it looks old. I'm kind of confused about this one because it says, I don't know if that's 1827 or if that's 9/1/27. I don't know, but it sure does look older than 1927, but it could be. If you'll notice, I found this digital. You can't really see it that well, but it reminds me of this christening dress right here. I got real excited about that. And now you can hardly see it. It's a piano. This is Louisa May Alcott, the author of Little Women. Oh, this is a telephone bill, 1923. And the calls are handwritten on here. You can hardly see it. Handwritten on here. And most of them were 10 cents. I guess that's cents. And this one was 20. Yeah. So it was 85 cents total. This is a signature card, which I have to sign. And an old envelope. It's probably from a table runner. Crocheted. I think that's 1906. There's a stamp on there. Little dress is right up my alley. 1954. $1953. So a postcard. This is of Windsor Hotel in Quebec. Just wanted to add her because she's pretty. And an envelope that I tea stained. And then, of course, our books that we love so much. And that's the end. So that's it. Again, thank you, Cindy, for the name. This is Antique Whispers. If you wouldn't mind, please like this video and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will see you next time. Bye. Trying to get my mouse to work. Okay, here we go. Bye.